Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Trisia and I'm from English Language Education K1 with student ID 2003050003 and 2. Okay, I'm here for an oral presentation explain the journal about evolution of L2 motivation in Hinger Education Ali Haji El Huri, Royal Commission for Jubail and Yenbu Jubail, Saudi Arabia. The abstract of this journal investigates how L2 motivation evolves over time in higher education. A motivational intensity questionnaire was developed, tested for stability and validity, and then administered to a sample of Yarmala students studying in the foundation year of Jubail Industrial College, a higher education institution in Saudi Arabia. The result also show a worrying patterns of study L2 learners exhibiting little inclination to practice the reading skill. Motivation is a subject of interdisciplinary interest cutting through such diverse fields of knowledge as education, psychology, sociology, economics, and political sciences. Motivation, commonly defined as the extent to which the individual works or strives to learn the language because of a desire to do so and the satisfaction experience in this activity. The approach adopted here to examine L2 motivation focus in its evolution or how it changes over time. This is because high motivation may look like a stable attribute of one learner, while low or lack of motivation might appear characteristic of another. This is often implied in the motivational literature when critics tool a one-time questionnaire are used. The importance of studying the macro-temporal dimension of motivation spring from that fact it's over as possible solution to this problem. Each party needs to come to an understanding of the other. Teachers' understanding of student my concern here called my classroom introduction more activities as teacher will have realistic expectation of their student dynamic motivation and readiness for learning in relation to different time of the day, week, semester, or academic year. Part of this temporal dimension is how motivation evolves over the years in higher education. One might be tempted to believe that the higher education student is naturally more motivated than a school child, based on the assumption that adult learners are different and consequently require different treatment from school children knowledge. Introduction the term andragogy as opposite the pedagogy to refer to the distinction in this view. Adults are assumed to be independent, more experienced, more interested in knowledge application in real life, and more intrinsically motivated than school children. Dorothy need andragogical instead of pedagogical methods to make learning and teaching effective. Because the current study was conducted in Saudi Arabia, this literature review will focus on the studies conducted in the Saudi context. Another study, Accountability 2004, examined the relationship between use of language learning strategies and L2 motivation among Saudi students and the Institute of Public Administration in Riyadh. The study found the motivation correlated with all strategy examined motivations studies conducted in the study. Higher education context generally focused on a number of issues other than the macro-temporal aspect. For example, compare study attitudes toward English and Arabic at King Fahd University for Petroleum and Minerals. The result revealed that the participants had positive attitude toward both language, but their motivation tended to be instrumental with regard to English and activity with regard to Arabic. The present study. The uniqueness of this study stems from the fact that address an area that has not received sufficient attention. This R is the evolution of the study students L2 motivation in higher education. The first is related to discrimination between attitude and motivation. The second to the determination to self-efficacy, and the third to the formulation of more realistic goals. This explanation will be discussed in relationship to findings in this study. Conclusion: this paper has attempted to investigate the macro-temporal difference L2 motivation in higher education. The findings make the interpreted as a confirmation of the gloomy picture of motivational decline, or in a more optimistic hike where learning formless goals that are more realistic. In the latter case, their motivation does not actually decline, but interest in new pairs. Uh, that's that's the oral presentation that I can convey first. At let's I say thank you for watching my video and see you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.